We're trying to make $6,000 in 1 month with DoorDash and Uber Eats. Today is Sunday, April 30th, the last day of the challenge, and we have made $5,831 so far, so we need exactly $168.34 today to reach our goal. It's Sunday, so it should be a good day. Let's see what the first order is. This first one is for Uber Eats for Pita Jungle. It is $11. This is shown as a package on the Uber Eats app, which means we'll be able to find out the exact tip immediately. The order was ready inside the restaurant. Now we're off to the customer. It's only like a 6-7 minute drive. Oh yeah, we got a nice first order. 2 gigantic bags here, and then that bag right there. I finished the drive to the person's house. There's actually 3 people outside unloading groceries from their car into their house, and they're all just staring at me, and I'm like, hello, and then no one said hi back. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna leave the order at the door since they all just went inside, and I took a picture of it and we left. And something really cool happened. We got $26 for that one order. I am so happy about that, and I love when it's a package and so you can just like see what the tip is immediately. You don't have to wait an hour, so that's just a great start to the day. I don't know how long we're going to be out here, but I just figured of course we're going to be out here until we finish the challenge, and then who knows if we'll actually do it for longer than that. We got another one here for Mr. Pickles, also from Uber Eats, just over $11, but the mileage is it's extremely far. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but it is dropping me off in at least it's an okay area. So we're hoping to get one just right after we drop this one off. And who knows if it's going to be more than $11. I don't think it will be, but whatever. It was a good restaurant. I knew the order was going to be ready. So either way, I'm happy I took this. We'll just hope we'll get something now. For those of you who have watched every single video, and especially the last video, you'll know that the earnings that I had at the end of the last video and the beginning of this video, they don't quite add up. There's $11.85 missing, or at least like I added that on to today's total before I started the video. That's because after I got done filming the last video, I actually took another Chipotle order. It was $10 for Uber Eats, and then after the hour, I saw that the tip was actually $11.85. That is great. I wasn't expecting to take that, but it was just right on my way home, so I figured, cool, I might as well do it. Now we have a Starbucks order for $9 for Uber Eats. I'm trying to get a good DoorDash order. I think I want to do at least a couple on this last day of the challenge. I have been running DoorDash, and I have been getting some decent orders, but they haven't been as good as the Uber orders, so we just got to take them. In the first just over 1 hour, we have made $46 and some change. That is pretty fantastic. I mean, obviously most of those earnings are coming from that first order of the day, but just feels like we're on fire, especially after getting this Uber Eats order for just over $13. Yeah, it's not putting me in a great location, but it's $13, and I was like a half mile away from the store, like a mile away. So it just works out for me. So we're gonna go pick this one up. Hopefully the parking situation's all right, and then we'll quickly be off to the customer. All right, so we got that one picked up. It was ready inside the restaurant. Great news. And then it was like a 10-11 minute drive to the customer, a lot further than I would like, but it was a $13 order, so really that's totally fine, especially because I was so close to the restaurant when I accepted it. And we got it dropped off. The tip already came in for that one too. It didn't say it was a package when I accepted it, but I guess that's how they're treating it. So they tipped me just under $8, so we didn't get any more than the $13.02 of what we saw before we accepted. That's all right. It's $13, and now we're finally moving on to our first DoorDash order of the day. It's $12.75. This one is for cold beers and cheeseburgers. It says there's 6 items on here, but I guess they were pretty expensive, enough to make the subtotal over $100, so that it is a catering order. So I'm gonna have to take a picture of my hot bag, of my catering bag, and then we'll go pick it up. I think it's going to be ready when we get in there. I think so. That would make it really, really nice. Our earnings today have been pretty solid, $59 in the first, like just under 2 hours. So by the time we get this one dropped off, we'll have over $70 in our pocket. And that'll be almost 50% of the way there of what we need today. The cold beers and cheeseburger order was ready before we expected it to. They said 5 minutes, but it was ready in like 2 or 3. So that's fantastic. Then we just drove it off to the customer. They left kind of confusing instructions on like how to get to their house, and so I like thought I had to go one way when I didn't have to do it at all. So that kind of added in like 3 extra minutes, but not a big deal, especially after seeing the hidden tip on there. So we got $18.50 for that one order. Our next one was for Uber, and I'm pretty sure that I had already declined this exact order, but when I drove closer to the restaurant and the order had been sitting at the restaurant for a longer period of time, they decided to increase the price. And so I think I first got it around like $7, but I ended up getting it for $10. So I'll accept this for sure. And yeah, $10.09. We got it. It was ready in the store and we got it dropped off pretty easily. So got another $10 there. And then we kind of had to drive like a long way back to the hotspot, which is something that I'm not a big fan of. I definitely don't like driving dead miles, but we kind of had to in this case. And then we waited, then got this one for DoorDash for $10.75. Thought it was pretty decent, so I went to go accept it. And the order was almost ready. It took about 5 minutes to pick that one up, and we got it dropped off. And now we're sitting at just under $100 for the day. Found our next order coming from Uber Eats. It's just over $9 for like 4.5 miles, and it is a GoPuff delivery. I have never taken one of these. I'm not like signed up as a GoPuff driver, but I guess sometimes they come through Uber Eats because I kind of see them like pretty often. I've just never accepted one because they've all looked like terrible to me, but it's pretty slow out right now. It's after 2 p.m. and there's just not a whole lot of orders coming through, and I found this one. I'm like, nah, okay, I'll do it. I'll experience GoPuff for the very first time. Let's go and try it out, and hopefully it's not a terrible experience. I've heard some stories of drivers waiting a really long time to receive their orders. Where is it? Do I just park here? Very first impressions. I don't know if I'm supposed to go inside there, but I'm just in this like back alley. I pull up, there's just this chair out there and some woman's just smoking a cigarette. And then as soon as she sees me pull up, she just puts out her cigarette and goes inside. I have no idea if she's supposed to give me the order or she's just a driver and wanted to stop for a cigarette. So I'm gonna get out of my car. I think I'm supposed to go in the building, so I'm gonna go do that. Turns out she was a driver. I walk in, I see the no smoking signs. I'm like, well, I guess it's good she didn't smoke inside there. She was just a driver, picked up an order, and it was a nice kind of warehouse in there. There's a lot of just snack items. I got my bag just right here. I think it's just like a bag of chips and like some drinks, and that's about it. So we're gonna drive 2 miles to the customer. Forgot to mention that the order was ready on the shelf when I walked in. So that's definitely a good sign for GoPuff deliveries. I was worried I might have to wait like 5, 10, 20 minutes. I don't even know, but it was ready before I walked in. So good sign. It means that we can accept more GoPuff deliveries in the future. After finding out we've made $109 so far, and coming back to the hotspot, we picked up one for $11.50 for Coconuts Fish Cafe. The order was ready inside the restaurant, so all I had to do was pick up the bag and then go off to the customer, which was dropping us off in a great location. And there we go. We didn't get anything hidden on there, $11.50. And almost immediately after dropping that one off, we got another one for Uber Eats, this time $10 for Buffalo Wild Wings. So we were going 3 miles back in that same direction that we already came from, which was completely fine with me because there's good restaurants around there. And we made the drop off, and we have less than $40 to go in this challenge. I'm getting pretty excited. It's been a grind, but we've been just working really hard, and we can actually make $6,000 in 1 month. Well, in 31 days, because I did also work March 31st. Got another DoorDash order for $7 here, and that is going to put us at $137 And we also just got a Walmart order from Uber Eats for just over $12. So we're gonna be really close to $150, if not actually go past $150 after this drop off. Ooh, getting excited. As I was dropping it off, I got an add-on order for not an add-on order, a delivery after this one for $10.47 for Streets of New York. That one took also like 5-7 minute wait in there. It's just not the best restaurant when it comes to having the orders ready when you pick it up. But anyway, I thought this was going to be like my second or third to last delivery of the day, but I have some heartbreaking news, and I went through the DoorDash earnings and the Uber earnings on my app for this month, and I found out that we have more to go. If I want to add in the cash tips that I've received this month, I would actually be like $20 away, but I know that not everybody has seen those videos to know like, oh yeah, I can verify that he did get a cash tip on this one. So I want to make $6,000 on the apps and then just have the cash tips be extra. So yeah, we're gonna need to do at least like $50 more. I guess after this delivery, it's gonna be like $40 more. And so $40 after this one, and then we will have the $6,000 on the DoorDash and Uber Eats apps. Streets of New York order is delivered, and then we did a very short one for Starbucks. I think it took like 10 minutes total to get all $6.21 of that one. And now we're moving on to Red Robin for $24.50. This one, yeah, the mileage, it's really far. It's bringing me like 6 miles or 7 miles outside of my DoorDash zone, but it's pretty much all freeway. Very excited about that. And so I will be able to get back pretty quickly. I'm hoping that this delivery takes less than 30 minutes, and then the drive back will take like 10 minutes. So 40 minutes for $24. That's how I calculate it. That looks good to me. We actually got that one done in right around 30 minutes. We had to really make sure that that customer was taken care of because they said that there was an extra cash tip waiting for me. And so I made sure that all the items were with the order, and then we just drove on the freeway all the way there. When we got it dropped off, $29.69. And I got a $20 cash tip. Let's see. I think I still have it in here. There it is, $20 cash tip. The only problem is the cash does not count towards the $6,000 goal. So I have to throw that out. Well, I'm definitely gonna keep it. I'm not throwing it out, but it doesn't count towards the earnings. If it did, we would have our $6,000. So instead, we had to take an Uber order for $11.05. This one was really good. I was just driving back on the freeway to the hotspot, or at least into my area, and I found this one. I was like, hey, that's a really good order. I'm gonna accept it. And we got it dropped off, and the only problem is we are 8 cents short. So yeah, we're not at $6,000 yet, but we did take this $9.25 order for Shake Shack, and so we're gonna go complete that right now. We finished up that Shake Shack order, got $9.25, and that means we have over $6,000 in the past 31 days. Oh, I can't believe we did it. Today we made $217, with most of it coming from Uber Eats, and I just calculated out the earnings on DoorDash. It was somewhere around like $2,800, and on Uber Eats somewhere around like $3,200. So we really did it. Halfway through the challenge, I didn't think we were going to get it, but I just pushed really hard in the last 2 weeks, and we got it done. Now, I am going to make one more video in this series detailing everything you guys want to know. I'm going to be breaking down my earnings. I'm going to be talking about how much I spent in order to hit $6,000 on like gas and just like food out too. And just, was this worth it? Was it worth it? I don't know. Like, my car needs a repair right now, so we're going to have to deal with all of that. But I just wanted to make the $6,000 and then make it happen. So thank you so much for watching this video. One more video in the series. If you want to see any of the past videos, click on the playlist right there, and I'll see you next time.